Hi guys, so today is another video that is yet to be filmed, another palette. So basically from my last palette, I have 4 palettes left, but now is one of the 4 palettes I have left. So after this, I have 3 palettes left to do a look with. I'm just gonna open up the descriptions on my phone really quick for the shade names, but basically I have the Glamlight Scooby-Doo Raggy palette, the Legend of Korra ColourPop palette, which just came today, and the Glamlight Scooby-Doo Creeps and Crawls palette. So those are 3 that I have left to do a look with, and this palette came yesterday, I believe, but it is going to be a rosy look, and I just think that the rosy look went well with this crushed velvet top. My necklace just fell down again, so you can't see it that well when it's falling down, so I'm just trying to pull it up because I'm too lazy to adjust it to make it tighter right now. But it says Cancer, and that's just my zodiac sign. So today is going to be a look using the Sigma Beauty New Mod palette. The packaging is also a crushed velvet out here, and then I'm going to show it to you guys closer, so it's just going to cover up my face. Basically, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it has like these diamond designs on it, and I just think it's very pretty. Crushed velvet on crushed velvet, and this rosy look with this crushed velvet purple top is perfect. And because the rosy look is more understated than other smoky eye looks I've done in the past, I decided to go with a bold lip today. But I'm going to actually go, before we start showing you guys how I created this look, I'm gonna tell you everything that I am wearing on my face or on my eyes off camera, that I prepared off camera basically. Starting with the Club Suppin powder. You guys seen this a few times, and it's been linked a few times, and it's only been linked in the videos that I've worn it either on or off camera in. So this is just a translucent setting powder. Yeah, it looks white in the pot, but it comes off translucent, and it helps just mattify my face because I have oily combination skin. My face, the natural oils were coming in today, and I did not want to look oily on camera, so my face looks nice and matte now. And I'm just using the natural lighting instead of the artificial light that I usually use, since it's still pretty early and not around 5, so, or 6, where it gets a little bit darker. If need be and the video takes longer, I might just turn the lights on in between. But now you get to see a makeup look in natural lighting. And then my eyebrows are filled in, which I haven't done for a while. I've only done that in one other video where I did a full face of makeup where I wore foundation and all that. So you've seen this before. It's just a KVD. Is this upside down? It's so hard to read on a black background. Anyways, so this is the KVD brow pomade, or you can use it as an eyeshadow and smoke it out like a black eyeshadow, or you can use it for a liner. I mostly use it for the brow, but because this is a gel consistency and I've used gel eyeliners before, I know how to apply this as an eyeliner. And one thing I haven't also worn on camera for a while, but I've been wearing off camera once in a while with looks I've been doing, is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and this is the full size. I am sorry for the noise in the background. I told people I am filming, and yet they did not respect that. So basically I did have the mini size of this, and then I liked how it applied on my lashes. The only thing I like the formula, but the thing is, this brush I kind of have to work around with because the brush tip applicator for this mascara is more poofy, and it's not small, it's bigger than some other applicators. So I've been trying to find a mascara once this runs out that I could replace with this, that I can try the formula of, that has a smaller, not the fluffy kind of brush, because this pokes my eye. I have small lashes and it just doesn't work for me. Again, my eyes are prepped as usual, and from now on I'll be doing my right eye off camera like I've been doing for my last few videos. So last thing that I have on my face that I've been meaning to mention is the Lunar Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Aphrodite. So I'm sorry if I was covering my face to hold that, but I was just positioning it, so I can't tell if it's clearing up or not again. But this is just a red bold lipstick color that has a blue undertone, so it makes your teeth look white. And personally, I love Greek mythology. Actually this semester I have a classical mythology class that I am taking, and it's very fun in that class. I'm learning a lot of things that I didn't know, and a few things that I do know I get to answer the questions correctly for. Even if I do not know if the answer is correct, I still try my best because it is school and I want good participation. But look at this packet. Let's just zoom this in closer to the camera. The packaging though, Manny, you outdone it. This is stunning. Each of the lip products are spray painted for their permanent colors. So Aphrodite was actually in the holiday collection a few years ago, but back then I didn't know about Lunar Beauty or much of any indie brands, so I didn't get it when they had this spray painted in the gold packaging. But their permanent liquid lipsticks are spray painted, there you go, in black, and then their lip oils and lip glosses are spray painted in a white. Oh wait, no, well this one is their lip oils are spray painted in, I think, different colors, because this one is purple, and if you look online, I think the watermelon or strawberry one is spray painted in a white rather than a lavender color. So it also has a diamond on the top of the cap. And then I have a lip gloss here to show you the packaging of that as well. So the lip oil is in the shade Tease Me, this one. My baby, I'm sorry. You did not deserve that. I'm gonna go put this on somewhere. I'm not gonna stand it up now. I'm just gonna put it on top of plastic bag that I have over here from a dress I need to return later. I hope that did not crack, because this is made of glass. Or I hope it didn't scratch at all or crack, but crack would be worse. Okay, I don't think it's, yeah, I don't think it's, my baby's okay. I'm sorry. I did not mean to drop you. So yeah, this is how their lip oil and then their liquid lipstick packaging looks like. Now their lip gloss, their permanent lip glosses are packaged and also spray painted, but they're spray painted in white instead of black. So this also again has a diamond on it, and I just love like the consistency of the packaging, how each of them have, sorry I was covering my face, well, repositioning, but each of them have a diamond inside on the cap, and how each of them are spray painted differently, so it's personalized and you can tell which one is the lip oils, which ones are the liquid lipsticks, and then which ones are the lip glosses. I'm just going to put these back in their boxes, because if they fall over, at least they're not going to fall over, because I'm just going to lay them flat. But if I were standing them up, at least they would be safe inside the box. Also, if you were wondering, this is just a nude lip gloss, and this is in the shade Aura. That's also going back in the box. Oh, also inside, it has this cute moon-like design in there, and it's just reflective. I think it's like holographic. That's how the camera's picking it up, but in real life it's harder to see than on camera, so I can slightly tell in person that it is. So that's just the top part of the packaging, and then the bottom part of the packaging has stars, or like star designs to them. I'm just gonna open the bottom of one that is easy to open up so I don't rip it, but you see then the bottom has these stars on it. I can't tell, I don't think the stars though are holographic, but they come in boxes. This is the bottom, sorry. They come in boxes like this. So if I could, I tried to keep the boxes. Now, that was a very long intro, but now is the part you've been all waiting for, the eye look. So I'm just going to open up the palette. This comes with a dual-ended brush. I actually want, oh, this brush is so soft. I know I use my other brush is like these ones that I've always used for my eye look, so I'm gonna start off with that, and then I haven't tried this off camera, so it's gonna be first impressions on this brush. I'm going to use the fluffy blending side, the tapered side, this one, the diffused creasing brush for blending everything out at the end, if I remember. So the first shade, my phone closed on me because I was taking forever to talk, and now I need to reopen there you go, the shade description. So basically, the first shade I'm gonna go into to create this rosy eye look, the transition shade, it's just going to be the shade Numad, and I'm trying to look for the description. It's described as a nude mauve matte, so it's this shade over here. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna take the brush out and lay it down on top of the Sigma plastic piece that comes to cover this. So it does come with a small mirror, and yeah, so this is the shade that I'm going to go into, Numad. And this nude mauve shade I see the rosy undertone to it. I really do. So basically I'm just gonna put it, I had eyeliner on and it's still staining down here, so I'm just gonna clean that up a little bit first. and then I'm going to continue. So basically I'm just going to put it out here, and then about halfway into my crease, just like usual, leaving the rest of the room for where I'm going to put the shimmer, so the shimmer can also go above the crease. Basically, I'm gonna now just start slowly building it above my crease and getting it to be as seamless as possible. What the heck happened to my voice? So hopefully the camera is not, like in real life, this is a very true red that has that blue undertone to it, but it's a cool tone red, not a warm toned red. And therefore I hope the camera's not picking up like an orange, because that would be sad if it's picking it up like that, because then it's not showing how it's really showing in real life, the true color. All right, so I'm about right there. I don't know why, but every time I want to film a video, my nose always wants to run. There's something wrong with me nose. Mama, she's pigmented. Anyways, so I'm just gonna wing this out now, slowly start creating the wing, but it's not gonna be sharp. So it's just, now that I got the thickness, I can go into the angled brush to create the sharp part of the wing, and it's still the same shade. It's Nude. I'm just winging that transition shade out, so that way, oopsies, so that way I'm just gonna put my setting spray here so it's better, closer to where I want it. I'm just gonna get a cotton round now, and I'm just gonna clean up because I brought it out too much. So now I just have to recreate the sharpness of the wing, because I didn't mean to go out that far. But I just meant to go like this far with it. I don't know why it's taking forever to create this wing today. It's usually my right eye that I usually have a lot of difficulty with. Okay, there you go. So it didn't take as long as usually my right eye does. Though today my right eye just seemed to do the job easier than my left eye today. So I can't really predict which eye is going to be the issue of, but I like doing one eye off camera, so it makes everything flow faster and everything is easier. And then if I need to correct or recreate the wing, I'm not wasting time recreating a wing on both eyes, if that makes sense. So I made it too thick and I didn't like the thickness of it, so I'm just cleaning it up and fixing it, then flick it out, and now I have the perfect thickness for my wing. And then I'm just gonna make sure this is more blended, but this blends out so beautifully. This is my first time trying Sigma Beauty eyeshadows. I don't know if their smaller eyeshadow palettes perform the same that this one does. So I'm just gonna take my other, where's the packing brush? Oh, there you go. So I'm gonna take the bigger, fluffier packing brush, and I'm gonna start going into my outer V shade, which is edgy. It's described as a dark sienna to red matte shade, which is right over here. And then again, I apologize, I had to clean my nose on camera. It wasn't running before I started filming, so I don't know why. It started running like while I was filming. Bro, I went out too much for this. Just gonna fix it. All right, there you go. So just gonna put that, keep it in the crease, and then on my outer V for depth, I'm just going to go in about until I get the depth from this shade that I like. I'm just gonna re-intensify the one on this eye. All right, now that I got the intensity I like, I'm also gonna just re-intensify the shimmer on this eye. Tap when it meets the areas of the matte to seamlessly blend it out and help create a more gradient-like effect. So now that my outer V shade is there, the shimmer shade I used on the rest of my eyelid was the shade Artsy. Why does my phone keep closing on me? And it's described as a light eggplant shimmer, which is this one over here. And first I'm just gonna go in with my finger, and then I'll go in with a wet brush and maybe my finger again if I just need to add the last intensity. And the brush is just gonna help make that more foiled wet effect. Bring out more of that metallic-y like effect, if that makes sense. Because dry, it's nice, but wet gives you a more shiny like effect. I keep saying effect a lot, but you get what I mean. It gives you more impact, and then reflective glitters that weren't showing up before will probably show up right after you pick up that setting spray. And then I'm just gonna make sure that my dumbass picked it up with the angled brush. I meant to pick it up with the pencil brush, or similar to what's a pencil brush. I don't know what the heck this is. This is not labeled, and I don't feel like going on Amazon to check or try to figure out which brush this is. So the shade Artsy is now just going to be sprayed with my setting spray, and I'm just gonna go on top of the initial placement where I placed the shimmer with my fingers. As you can see, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but as I can see in real life, it just has a more foiled effect and it's more impactful now. And then I just feel like this was not intense enough on this eye. I don't see it. I don't see the intensity. So now I'm just fixing that. But then that just means I have to go back into the outer V shade for I'm losing my brushes like halfway through the video. I'm just looking crazy, like where did they go? So I'm just gonna re-intensify edgy on my right eye. And then I get the depth that's there. Now I'm gonna go into my finger one more time for the artsy shade, but on my left eye, and when it meets with the mattes right over here in the center, I'm just gonna tap to seamlessly blend that out and give that beautiful gradient effect. I think I brought this up too high. I can't tell if I brought it up too high or not, but I think it should. When I open my eyes, it should be good. Just gonna make sure I clean out any glitter fallout that I had. And clean the brush so that the shimmers don't get mixed up together. What the heck is wrong with my voice? Jeepers. My voice. I'm losing me voice. Alright, so I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit more. Make sure I get the other shimmer out of this brush as much as possible. Again, my phone is being a meanie, and it chose to close on me when I just needed the description for the last shade, which is gonna be my, my inner corner highlight. The shade for my inner corner highlight is Avant-Garde, and it's just described as a light pink with aquamarine shimmer. It's this one right over here. If you can see the dip in it, then you know that it's this one. But I'm gonna go in with my finger again and then a wet brush right after. So this one is more like a topper, and it's a less impactful shimmer, but that's what makes it perfect for this inner corner highlight over here. So I'm just gonna go in with my finger for that, and then I'm gonna start blending that into the artsy shade. And because it acts like a topper and it's not so intense, for people who don't like intense inner corner highlights, you just get this perfect inner corner highlight, enough impact, but not to the point where it's overwhelming or blinding, because I know some people don't like blinding inner corner highlights. So now I'm just gonna put more on the brush and spray it once or twice, and I'm just gonna keep it into the area where I already popped it, that in the areas that I popped it in my inner corner, and that's just gonna intensify it a little more, but it's still going to give me that beautiful effect. Now I'm just gonna use my finger to help blend this edge a little bit more, and then blend it into the artsy shade once again. I don't know why I can't speak today. I'm pronouncing everything incorrectly and have to repeat it multiple times just to, you see what I mean? Just to say it correctly. Like, damn, how hard is that to say, Ashley? Anyways, so this is a look, and if I do another green look, it might be mythology inspired, because again, your girl loves mythology, And I feel like the dark greens, the grungy greens in the palette is just wonderful for creating that Medusa look. So I said I want to try out this brush. I did. I should have used it for the eye look because it came with a palette, but the thing is, I was afraid to use it and switch pigments because, especially on the flat side, on the packing side, what's the name? The E54 medium sweeper side to pack on the transition shade and then the dark inner corner or outer V, not inner corner, the outer V matte shades, because then they would mix together, and I don't, the Sigma switch is supposed to help take off, even though it might show that there's still pigmentation on the brush, there's no more pigmentation that would collide with each other, so you could switch in between shades. I could have cleaned it out with a cotton pad, but or a cotton round, but I just didn't want to waste a cotton pad on that. So I'm just gonna use this to blend everything out more better in case I have any rough edges that's there, and just help blend this edgy shade out in it to the other matte, make it look like it's more part of the look than just a rough area. And the circular motions are just gonna help blend this out better. So basically I'm just gonna go back into the packing brush and fix the new mod because I lost some of that pigmentation up here. But that shouldn't be an issue because it's easy to fix. Now I'm just gonna do the same thing with this eye, but I just realized for some reason edgy is not as intense or dark on this eye because I forgot to re-intensify it after the shimmer, so that is my fault. That is definitely my fault. I don't know why I was stuttering when I said that, but it's definitely what I was trying to say is definitely my fault. And for some reason, I don't know, was it just because I put more pigment there that I'm just gonna use a cotton round I used to clean this bottom because I got eyeshadow down there on my lower lash line. I don't want it there. Alright, so I need to just pick this up. I love this Sigma brush. They're so soft. They're even more softer than this. Well, they kind of have similar feel. Just don't know if it's because that this brush has been so long, constantly washing it, that it's one of these brushes that, you know, get rough after a while. Okay, now this is just gonna be a matter of fixing the right eye a little bit. All right, there you go. Now it's a shorter wing. I like it way better than I did before. I'm finally finished. This video took forever. I am tired. I am hungry. I am thirsty. I want to watch my favorite show or go to bed. But before we go, I'm sorry, I'm keeping you guys longer, I know, but my dumbass forgot to read what the back of the box said, in case you were wondering. So it just has a shade names here, and it says the eyeshadow eyeshadow palette with dual-ended brush. Dress your eyes with a nines with this a la mode airy of matte, shimmer, and metallic shades in a silky smooth formulas. Designed with modern beauty lover in mind, the new mod encourages you to think as a trendsetter and stay ahead of the game. No matter your style, just gonna blend this out a little bit more with a fluffy brush, just like I did with the other one, because I just noticed some rough edges. All right, perfect. So what I was saying is okay, yeah, I ended up on the word trendsetter, and then after, okay, so as a trendsetter and stay ahead of the game, no matter your style. No matter your style, this versatile eyeshadow palette and dual-ended brush will help you create eye looks that kill. So this is the longest video I have ever done in my life. I apologize, and I don't want to keep you guys any longer. So I'm going to adieu you, goodbye, and I hope you all have a good day. Bye, guys.